The Dark Tower, Nikolai Artel's neo-Western sci-fi film based on Stephen King's novel series of the same name, will soon be leaving Netflix. Fans only have a few more weeks to watch the film before it makes its departure. What's on Netflix reveals that The Dark Tower will be removed from Netflix as of December 1, along with numerous other titles that are leaving the streaming giant at the start of the month. The Dark Tower stars Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey as Roland Deschain and his nemesis Walter Paddock, respectively, while Tom Taylor also starred as Jake Chambers, Roland's young apprentice. The film was intended to be the launch of a multimedia franchise, but its underwhelming box office run and overwhelmingly negative reviews ultimately left it dead in the water. The plot of The Dark Tower combined various elements from Stephen King's 8-novel series, borrowing heavily from the first and third volumes, while also, as a result, the film felt disappointing to King fans who were familiar with the source material, and it also didn't have a strong enough plot to stand on its own, even to those who weren't acquainted with King's original story. In the film, Elba's character is the last gunslinger, and he finds himself in an eternal battle with the mysterious Man in Black. As the gunslinger tries to stop his nemesis from toppling the Dark Tower, the fate of the world literally hangs in the balance in an epic battle between good and evil, all set in two striking universes, modern-day New York City and Midworld, an Old West-style parallel universe. With its plot mixing elements of fantasy and westerns, along with its considerable star power from Elba and McConaughey, expectations were high for The Dark Tower. Unfortunately, critics didn't resonate with the film, and it has an overwhelmingly negative score of 16% on Rotten. Audiences have largely agreed with the critics, and the film maintains a mere 44% approval rating from over 25,000 user reviews. Most of the criticisms lodged against the film included how it compressed so many of the novels into a single film, especially with its relatively short 95-minute runtime. Despite its drawbacks, critics did praise Elba's performance as well as the film's numerous action scenes. At the box office, The Dark Tower finished its run with only a little over $113 million worldwide, an underwhelming performance considering its $66 million budget. While 2017's film adaptation of The Dark Tower may largely be seen as having bitten off more than it could chew, another adapter of Stephen King's work has ambitious plans for the story to be developed into a television series. In December 2022, Mike Flanagan announced he had acquired the rights to In the years that have followed, no concrete details about Flanagan's The Dark Tower adaptation have been revealed at this time, but earlier this year, King himself confirmed that the project was still happening. Flanagan certainly has a large task at hand with adapting the books properly, especially considering the novels have several connections interwoven with King's other stories, including It, Salem's Lot, The Shining, and more.